Okay guys, I'm going to try and make this fast because obviously I am in Starbucks and it is very loud. But we heard back from my boyfriend's job and they said he crushed his interview and it went really well. They did give Arkansas to the person who was interviewing for it as well, like his competition. But they said it went so well that they still wanted to promote him. So we are not moving to Arkansas, but we are moving to, drumroll please, Bay South. So basically San Jose, California. I have mixed feelings about it, to be honest. I've never really pictured myself as a California girly, but if you're one of the OGs who have been here a while, you know, and you had to live through me absolutely bitching about how cold it is and how much I hate snow and how much I hate the cold, and like it was a daily issue. So, do I think I will love the weather in California? Absolutely. I think that's what everyone loves about California. Luckily, we don't have to live like in San Jose. We kind of get to pick where we want to be because he runs a whole region. So we can just kind of pick the preferred location. So I think we're looking at either Livermore or Dublin, which is just outside. I think it's like 30 minutes outside San Jose-ish. But the hiccup in that plan is our apartment complex basically offers 2 ways to get out of your lease. I guess 3 ways to get out of your lease. One is you just continue to pay your rent until your lease ends. Like nothing really happens as if you're still living there. You just continue to pay it until it's over, which we have 6 months left. Option 2 is you have to give a 60-day notice, so that's 2 months of rent right there. And then after the 60 days, you pay basically you pay to break your lease, basically, and it's $3,500 flat rate, which $3,500 plus the 2 months of rent we would have continued to have to pay regardless already almost still takes us to the end of our lease. I think there would be like 1 more extra month left after that. Option 3 is you find somebody to take your lease over for you, which would be the ideal way to go. But the issue is we've only been here for 6 months and he and I hardly know anybody. So that's the struggle. I don't really know what we're going to end up doing. It's the most stressful part about it because could we afford to live in California? Yes. But could we afford to pay for everything in California and still pay rent here or pay $3,500 to break our lease? Not so much. Like that would be really, really tight and I don't want to be that stressed about making our bills. So I don't really know what we're going to do, but I will keep you guys posted. Because we are leaving, I'm trying to check off all of the things that I want to do in South Dakota before we go. So yesterday we did go see Mt.Rushmore, which is basically going to be the rest of this vlog. It was actually really fun. So it was cool to look at. Like you probably only spend, at least right now, 20 minutes, 30 minutes at Mt.Rushmore walking little trails. It did look like there were more trails during the season that it's actually like open. So the little town called Keystone, which is basically where it is, it's just outside Keystone. The whole town basically is only open it opens in May, and I think it closes at the end of the summer. So it's only 4 or 5 months out of the year. So we're a little bit early, but you can still go. There's some shops still open. You can still go see Mt.Rushmore, but not all of the trails are open. So if all of the trails were open, you could probably spend a few hours there, plus quite a bit of time adventuring through Keystone, which is super, super cute. I didn't do a great job of vlogging through there because we didn't stop. Obviously, most of it was closed. But it is like this cute setup, little westerny, little shop town. Oh, just the cutest place ever. I would have loved to go there. But there's also on the way up, there's like reptile museums, there's a President Wax museum, there's a giant candy shop / factory, there's like the set of Dancing with Wolves or whatever movie that is. So there's a ton of stuff to do on the way up there. There's like mini farms, there's cosmic mini golf. There's a ton of stuff to do if you go in the right season. But we only got to actually look at Mt.Rushmore.